number is 8. 8. Can you imagine 8? That's a very high number. 8 billion. 8 billion people on this planet. That's the crazy number we just achieved yesterday. 8 billion people living on this planet. It's not even that long ago that we reached 7 billion. I even remember that it was in 2011 in October. So in only 11 years we added another billion people. That's crazy. But you see, there is a interesting question around this number. Whilst some people say there is a huge overpopulation of our planet, others predict that we will have a population decline, that we will reach maybe 10, maybe 11 billion, but that we peak there. Others foresee that it will be even just 9 billion, and then we crash down. And there is a whole range of problems that will arise by population decrease. There is particularly one country that's always mentioned in this context, which is Japan, which is already experiencing a population decline and challenges related to that. It's a question: who will take care of all the infrastructure, the care facilities? Who will produce food if everyone is too old to do it? Interesting. Although I still remember quite vividly, a few years ago we were talking about the problems of overpopulation, that there is not enough food, that there is not enough space. And I'm here today out in a nice park, and you wouldn't think that I live actually in one of the biggest city worldwide, and it's by far smaller than many other cities. Melbourne, with about 5 million people, can't compare with Tokyo, Mumbai, or any other mega city which tops 15 million people. 8 billion people. I can't imagine a population decline, I have to be honest, but the discussion is out there, and it's interesting to read about it. By the way, numbers, if we talk about numbers, they don't lie. This book has a lot of numbers and I really enjoy reading it. Václav Smil, Numbers Don't Lie. Eight billion people, and China is said to be overtaken by India in population numbers, both around 1.4, 1.5 billion people. Imagine how many people those are. I live in a country with 30 million. My home country, Romania, has about 25 million. Now there's an interesting statistic here, because if a green humanoid culture would send a space probe to come to Earth and to check out who's living here, what's the biggest biomass on this planet, they will find out that it would be number 1, bacteria, and then cows and humans. Yeah, currently there are about 1.5 billion cows, but they have a bigger biomass than humans have. Imagine that, they are heavier. But that can't compete with chicken. They rule the world, chickens and pigs. But not because they are so happy procreating in freedom, but because they are mass produced in factory farms. Another interesting fact: chicken is the most effective resource converter, converting natural resources to meat. And it's very sad to talk about animals in this way, I know, but it's just numbers. Because if you hear them, maybe they help you put everything into perspective. So, what do we do when we stop growing? Because not everything is about growth. How do we change our societies? How do we change our economies to not be in need of constant growth? on a planet with finite resources, we can't grow forever. What does that mean? I'm not sure, but it sounds interesting. It makes me think. Hopefully you too. See you tomorrow.